Second layer is fear of losing some part of your body through accident or some fatal disease. This is the second layer of fear. Third layer, fear of losing the near and dear ones or love from them. Losing themselves or love from them. This is the third layer of fear. Fourth layer, fear of unknown. Fear of death, fear of ghost, fear of evil spirits, fear of hell and heaven, fear of God, everything comes under the fear of unknown. These are the four layers of fear. Any other fears which is not classified? Actually, there is a deep research about the Alzheimer's. They say the root of the disease, I analyzed the root of the disease. Finally, I am able to come to 2-3 conclusions. The first thing is, if you can meditate from the young age, Alzheimer's can never happen. Alzheimer's is nothing but it happens because of the too much of memory. When you are not able to handle so much of memory, your consciousness shrinks from your neurological system. Consciously how it happens, I did my own method of the scanning, how these things happens, and I analyzed. These 2-3 things I am able to understand. If you suddenly lose respect, the moment you come down from the post, it's as if you are. So that's something. And even in the life, when you feel you are retired, you are not needed anymore, you start feeling that. You start having the problem. Any other fears?
Fear of not becoming enlightened.
Fear of not becoming enlightened belongs to all the 4 layers. And yes. Fear of hell.
That's the same thing.
Fear of unknown, lost. No, psychologically, see, the hell and heaven are not geographical. They are only psychological. The state in which you live, if your mental state is continuously in turmoil, you are troubled, you are disturbed, naturally you are living in hell. There is no hell or heaven as it is told in so many books. Physically they don't exist. I can be sure about that from my enlightenment, from my authority. Don't worry.
What about the bardos that the Tibetans talk about? Upon death, there are certain bardos.
Oh, bardos. No. Actually, you don't even go through any state. It's just when you live here, how you live, that's all. And immediately you take birth, that's all. No hell and heaven. Don't worry. I can be sure of that.
There are many states of consciousness and many states of being.
And that when you live itself, you undergo everything. See, when you live, if you live with the wrong person, with the wrong atmosphere, that itself is a hell. Continuously being tortured. If you live with a happy life, with happy persons, it's a heaven. Hell and heaven are psychological, not geographical.
So I guess if you're living in hell when you're alive, when you die, you'd still be in hell.
Yes,
State of consciousness.
that's true. The way in which you live, the same way only you die. So except these 4 layers, is there any other fear?
Dentist.
Fear of dentist.
Losing them.
That's what the fear of...
Not having fear.
no. Second layer, fear of disease.
I think it's torture.
That's what, second layer is the fear of pain and fear of being tortured is all second layer. fear of abuse, being that we may be abused, even those things are second layer fear.
Going back to hell, if you die the way you live, how are you born again? In the same state or?
With same consciousness you are born. See, for example, if you lived your whole life just for eating, naturally you will take pig birth only next time. Because that is the best body to eat. Nicely, such a big mouth, and you can eat, do nothing except eating. If you live your whole life sleeping, next body will be naturally buffalo. You can continuously sleep, no problem at all. It is based on the way in which you live, you take the next body.
Can you change it? Can you change it
No,
consciously?
only if you change your mental setup, you can change. Last moment, you can't do anything. If you want to change, you have to change in yourself. It's based on the program which you do. You take birth, you take the next body.
How about the enlightened masters then?
Masters don't take birth.
They don't take birth?
If they want, they come down in their own way, the way in which they want.
So where do they stay in between these two births?
They just stay in the existence.
In what form?
There is no form. There is no form. They stay in form as a formless energy. When enlightened masters come down, they come down with consciousness, and from the very young age itself they start achieving what they want to achieve. They start working what they want, and they finish it in a very young age. And things happen in a very young age. They don't waste time. Sometimes I feel surprised. You guys, what are you doing here 30, 40 years? Sometimes when I see people, I feel surprised. 40 years, 50 years, still not becoming enlightened. What is there? I ask people, no, not that it is wrong, but don't you feel bored living the same routine? And actually people ask me, Swamiji, how could you do so much in such a short time? I tell them, how you are still, it's not that you should feel surprised looking at me. I should feel surprised looking at you. I feel surprised. Are you not feeling bored living the same routine for day in and day out?
No.
Actually, I ask the people.
No, I don't.
No, then okay, you continue, what can be done?
Swamiji, why are there so few enlightened beings around?
Only if you want actually. Somebody asked Buddha, you know enlightenment is the greatest thing and you can give, why don't you give it to everyone? Buddha says, who wants? Go and do a survey and come back. The guy came back, he said, only 2% wants Buddha. Please bring them. No, they are not ready to move from their house and all. They want it. If it is home delivered, they want it. Otherwise, they don't want it. They are not ready to come here. If it is home delivery, they are ready to accept. That is what. How many wants?
If somebody willfully comes to you, Swamiji, will you be able to give it?
You think people want?
There are some people, Swamiji.
One guy asked me, have you seen God, Swamiji? I said, yes. Not only I have seen, I will show you, come. He simply escaped. People are only casual seekers. Nobody is serious seeker. They are only casual seekers. If you are really sincere, you can have glimpse. Not only glimpse, you can have the experience. It's not a big deal. When I can have, why not you? It's only just the seeking. How deeply, how sincerely you seek. Nothing else. How much you can gamble. The meditation is the ultimate gambling. How much you can put at stake and risk. That plays a role.
So to reach enlightenment, do you just have to meditate and meditate and meditate and that's all?
You see, this word itself shows that you have not understood meditation. This word shows meditate, 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 meditate means it's like a boring act. You need to do continuously, not like that. Meditation, 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 meditation. You understand? But I have not done it as a work. I have not done it as a job. It is just an enjoyment, an exploring of your own being.
But is that necessary to
Yes.
explore to that degree in
Mm.
order to reach
Yes,
enlightenment.
sure. The courage to explore your being is a basic need for enlightenment.
It couldn't just be that you grow in love to such a degree.
Yes,
that
the growing love is also exploring yourself. You are exploring the dimension of your heart.
But do you have to do that through meditation? Or
No.
meditation can be different forms.
You see, meditation have thousands of forms.
Or that's
Even if you
what-
explore your love, you will start meditating. If you explore meditation, you will start loving. As long as you think these two are two different things, you are not doing even one. Please be very clear about that. Yes.
Is there a fear of ego death or ego
Yes.
ego
That's what,
annihilation?
the fear of losing the social status and all those things. Okay. Now let us work on the fear. These are the 4 layers of fear. And one more thing, it is not that all human beings are caught in all 4 layers. No. You are caught only in some one layer. You are caught only in some one layer. Other 4 layers, there will be little bit fear. But 75% of your energy is blocked in only one layer. In other layers, only 25% is blocked. So if you work on the one layer which gives you too much of fear, half of your problems, or 75% of your problems will be solved. You will come out of the fears. The 4 layer, fear of losing comfort, wealth, social status, fear of losing some part of your body through disease and the accident, fear of losing your near and dear ones or love from them, fear of losing your body, death, fear of unknown, fear of death, fear of God, fear of spirits, fear of ghosts. Actually, dead people never disturb us, only we disturb the people. Only living people disturb us, never dead people disturb us. Anyhow, all these 4 layers of fear are the major fears. If you can go through and come out, even fear cannot frighten you. Even fear cannot frighten you. If you have the fear of losing the wealth, feel you have lost it. What can be done now? Can anything be done? Nothing else can be done. You have lost. Nothing can be done. Witness the suffering and the pain, the inner and outer changes which happens inside you. Just witness. If you have the fear of accidents, now it has happened, what can be done? Nothing can be done. Just witness. Just witness. If you have the fear of losing the near and dear ones, feel you are lost. What can be done? Nothing can be done. Witness. Step by step, I'll guide you. Visualize as much as possible, as deeply as possible, and witness those fears. You will go into them naturally, you will come out of them. In the only way for out. In the only way for out. We'll go into the fears to come out of them.